Going the distance with local sports. Covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome everybody to the Ralph Benson Memorial Gym, the site for tonight's district doubleheader showdown between the visiting Tigers of Marshall County and the home squad, the Wildcats of Lawrence County. This is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network, bringing you tonight's action, joined by Dusty Kaiser. Taking a look, starting first with the girls, which will be our first matchup tonight. Lawrence County coming off a huge win on the road at previously unbeaten in the district, Lincoln County. They're 18-6 overall, 5-3 within the district. Head coach is Wendy Scott. On the other side for Marshall County, 10 overall, 1-7 within the district. Their head coach is David Steele. These two met up back on January 20th over in Lewisburg. Was a doubleheader sweep for the Wildcats as the Lady Cats got a big win after trailing by 2 after the first quarter. They end up going on to win that one 61-34. And Dusty, big thing I'm sure every Wildcat fan is worried about coming into this one. Big nut win last night, emotional win. You go to Lincoln County, knock them from the ranks of the unbeaten within the district. But you got to turn around again tonight, have that same energy, and pick up another huge win.
And they do. You know our girls are going to be tired because that was a hard-fought game last night. It went down to the wire. You know, I just hope they come out on high. And we got to shoot the ball a little better tonight.
Yep, most definitely. As we're getting ready here for the national anthem, it's a big, got another big district matchup. This one is going down to our neighbors over in Coffee County at Tullahoma. They're taking on Page, so we have a three-way tie for second place within the district. Page, Lawrence County, and Tullahoma all at 5-3. Page and Tullahoma facing off tonight. So the winner of that one will be in the driver's seat along with Lawrence County here in the district. Right now we're going to pause for the invocation and the national anthem. That was senior Carter Hughes with the invocation. It was the Lawrence County High School Choir singing you the national anthems. Taking a look here at both those starting lineups coming into tonight's game. Starting first, the Lady Tigers of Marshall County. You have Demaya Blackman, Caroline Hollingsworth, Marshana Ridley, Kayla Keeler, and Maggie Steely. Your starting five there for the Lady Tigers. On the other side for the Lady Cats, got Cami Pig, Katie Criswell, Amy Clark, J.C. Scott, and Harley Johnson. That will be your starting lineup for the Lady Cats. Dusty, big win for the girls last night. As we mentioned previously, and we look at the district, we mentioned it before the national anthem and the invocation that Peyton Tullahoma, the other two teams in that three-way tie, facing off tonight over at Tullahoma. So best case scenario here for Lawrence County, Tullahoma beats Page. That would eventually knock them to 6-4. And then Tullahoma loses at Lincoln County on Friday, so that drops both of them to 6-4. Lawrence County wins out. They improve to 7-3, and they get the second round bye. Sounds great on paper, but first they have to take care of their business, not only tonight, but when they go on the road to Spring Hill on Thursday.
Got to take care of business tonight and on Thursday night. And we've got a lot in stake for these other games. It's going to have to fall our way.
Absolutely. As we're introducing the starting lineup tonight, the three officials, all very familiar to those here across Lawrence County, including one of them who got a lot of heat in his last time here on Friday. And we got former X-Sports member and Curley down there officiating the game tonight. So our call rate of getting them correct is probably going to be around 60%. So, which is better than most rates.
Yes.
And certainly maybe a little bit better than what we had the last night. Well, at least up until the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yeah. Especially in the girls' game.
Both sides have been introduced. Marshall County wearing their blue uniforms, white numerals outlined in black. They'll start off going from left to right. Lawrence County, their white uniforms, gold numerals outlined in purple. They'll start off going from right to left. It'll be Criswell versus Ridley here to have the tip-off. Each side is ready. The officials are ready.
Student section's into it right off the bat.
And they didn't need pizza to get them there. That's a good start. Official blows the whistle, and it's time for Lady Cat basketball on the X Sports Network. Tips out to Cami Pig. And the Lady Cats will have the ball to start things off. Man-to-man put on here by the Lady Tigers. Pig with it straight away over to Criswell at the left wing. Criswell dribbles. Now to Scott. In the paint here to Clark. Now kicks out to Johnson. She'll try a three from the wing. Nothing but net. Big start for the Lady Cats, hitting their first shot 20 seconds into the game. Keeler with it, facing the press over to Steely. Steely bounce pass into Keeler, loses that one on the ground, and we have a jump ball, and it will stay with Marshall County. Good defense there early on by the Lady Cats. Trying to come out here quickly and get a big lead early. Keeler with it, gets it across the timeline, dribbles to her right, throws it in to Ridley. Ridley drives, now kicks out the Blackman. She'll drive, runner up. No, rebound, Katie Criswell. Racing the other way is Criswell with it. Now over to Scott. Scott now over to Johnson. She'll drive into the paint, bounce pass out to Criswell, picks up her dribble now to Johnson. Throws it down low to Clark, and Blackman comes up with a steal. Gives it over to Keeler. And Keeler will bring it the other way. Gets it across the timeline. She'll be guarded in the man-to-man by Cami Pig. And falls down, picks up her dribble, and somehow got it over to Ridley. Now it's Steely going to try three from the corner, and she knocks it down. We are tied up here at 3. 6:35 remaining in the first. Scott hands over to Pig. Now to Criswell. She'll drive into the paint. Spins. Turnaround jumper, and she's fouled. That will go on Ridley, her first, team's first. First free throws of the game coming up for either side. Lawrence County was 14 of 18 from the line last night in that big win as Criswell rattles home the first. It's free throw from Criswell on its way. That one hits the back iron and goes in. She hits them both, her first points. Lady Cats lead again at 5-3. Ridley with it for the Tigers over to Keeler. Keeler back to Ridley. Gets it across the timeline, dribbles through traffic. Picks up her dribble over to Hollingsworth in the corner. She'll drive, pick up her dribble. Bounce pass out to Ridley. Now to Keeler here near the Lawrence County logo. Dribbles now to the top of the key. Guarded by Johnson. And almost double dribble, but kept it going. Now to Ridley. Ridley's being double teamed and loses that one out of bounds. Deflected off of her and will go to Lawrence County.
Got that hot defense to start this game.
That's what they needed. They're showing that press, something they really haven't done a lot of throughout the course of the year.
Say that.
Scott with it across the timeline for the Lady Cats. Now at the Johnson, thinks about a three, drives, kicks out to Scott. Now to Criswell straight away. She drives, kicks here to Pig. Pig kicks out to Criswell at the left wing. Now to Scott straight away. She drives, kicks out to Johnson. She'll try another three. Back iron, no. Rebound, won by Ridley. Coming the other way, Keeler, now back to Ridley. Ridley in the paint, throws it down low to Blackman. Blackman, tough shot up, no, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line here to shoot two. That's going to go on Emmy Clark. That's her first, team's first. Sophie Cole set, and Sadie Grace Cole and Paige Morgan set the check in after the first free throw. Blackman, who's the Lady Tigers' leading scorer, first shot on its way, nothing but net. So checking out will be Clark, Johnson, and Pig. Next shot from Blackman on its way. And nothing but net again. We're tied up at 5. Each side perfect from the line so far tonight. 5:25 remaining in the first. Criswell bringing it across the timeline here for the Lady Cats. Again, facing the man-to-man, picks up her dribble, bounce pass over to Morgan. Morgan tries to go backdoor to Sky, gets it to her on the low block. She muscles her way out of traffic. Now brings it to the top of the key over to Morgan. Now to Sadie Grace Cole in the left corner, picks up her dribble, bounce pass to Criswell on the low block, turnaround jumper, rattles home. Lady Cats 2 or 3 from the field to start it off as they lead it 7-5. Keeler with it here for the Lady Tigers, facing that trapping zone. Ridley with it now. Throws it to Keeler. Keeler drives in the paint, pull-up jumper. Nothing but net. Tied up at 7 again. Each side pretty hot to start things off. Sophie Cole with it over to Katie Criswell. Criswell with it at the top of the key. Gets over to Sadie Grace Cole. Cole picks up her dribble straight away to Sophie Cole. Now over to Morgan. Morgan drives, goes a low block, picks up her dribble, and trying to find somebody, gets it in the Scott in the paint. JC drives, layup up and in. Her first points, Lady Cats retake the lead at 9-7. So we hit the halfway point here in the first quarter. Keeler with it, facing that 2-3 zone. Now to Steely, back to Keeler. Keeler bounce pass over to Steely at the right wing. She'll drive to the baseline. Now the low block. Kicks out to Hollingsworth. Now back to Steely. She'll try corner three. Airballed. Rebound Criswell. Katie brings it the other way for the Lady Cats. Drives a low block. Picks up her dribble. And then that one's knocked away by Ridley. Criswell comes up with it. Now bounce that pass over to Cole. Now to Sophie Cole. She picks up her dribble. Now to Scott. Oh, almost had a backdoor opportunity. Scott in the paint. Kicks out to Paige Morgan. Fakes a three. Drives. Kicks out to Sophie Cole. She'll try a three. Nothing but net. She had a high game against Marshall County the last time they played and picking up right where they left off. 12-5 is the Lady Cab lead with 3:05 remaining here in the first. Keeler over to Hollingsworth. She's being double teamed. Dribbles to the corner. Somehow got it out of traffic. Shot up, no. Rebound, J.C. Scott.
How did she get through that?
I don't know either. Now we got a block call. Tough foul taken there by Keeler. That'll be her first, team second. Subs coming in now. Corona Thomason will come in for Hollingsworth. Emmy Clark in for J.C. Scott. Sophie Cole will take it out to the right of the basket. 2:53 remaining in the first quarter. Gets into Criswell. Katie drives in the paint. Runner up. No. And coming up the rebound, Sophie Cole. She'll try a three. Back iron, no. And coming up with the rebound is Keeler. Keeler racing with it the other way. And Ridley going to track that one down. Gets it in the paint to Thomason, now kicks out to Steely. Steely drives, runner up, and in. Her first basket, her second basket, excuse me. Sophie Cole with it here. Now over to Emmy Clark straight away. Bounce pass into Criswell. Kicks out to Peyton Morgan in the corner, who unfortunately dribbled it there. Now Criswell straight away for three. Back iron, no. And Sadie Grace Cole comes up with the rebound. Now over to Sophie Cole. Kicks out to Emmy Clark. She'll try a three. Nothing but net. Her first points of the game. Lady Cats with a 15-9 lead. Keeler now over to Ridley. Ridley across the timeline, lob pass to Steely. Here comes the double team. Steely loses that one to the hands of Sadie Grace Cole. Cole racing the other way, kicks out to Morgan. She'll drive the baseline, picks up her dribble, down low to Clark. Tough shot up, no. Blocked by Blackman. Now we're going to have a timeout here called by head coach David Steely. Looks like that's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take that break with him here on the X Sports Network.
Hello everyone, this is Eric Schultz. On behalf of Cade and the entire Schultz family, we would like to say thank you. Thank you for all the love, all the support, and most importantly, the prayers. 1 Peter 5:10 reads, "But the God of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after that you have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you." We want to thank God for his grace. Go Wildcats.
I'm Mike Keith. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And back here at the Ralph, Marshall County burned its first time out of the game, a full timeout. Lawrence County leads at 15-9, minute 25 left in the first. Keeler for the Lady Tigers has her pass kicked out of bounds by J.C. Scott. Scott, who's back into the game, came in for Sadie Grace Cole.
Harley Johnson's back in too for Sadie Grace.
Criswell is out as well, and then that
She kicked that one out again.
more good defense there by the Lady Cats. Cami Pigg also back in. Thomason kicks out to Ridley, pull-up jumper, and doesn't get the friendly bounce. Rebound, Emmy Clark. Clark, who had a double-double last night. Skip pass over to Harley Johnson, now to J.C. Scott. Swings over to Pigg. Pigg now out to Scott. She'll reset the play here. 55 seconds remaining in the first. Bounce pass into Clark. And hands it over to Scott. She'll try straightaway three. Rattles home. Lawrence County is 4 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. They lead at 18-9. Keeler over to Ridley. Ridley loses that one into the hands of Emmy Clark. Bounce pass over to Scott, and she traveled. Second turnover against the Lady Cats. Hollinsworth checking back in. And checking out will be Marshauna Ridley getting her first break of the game with 34 seconds left in the quarter.
Back to a full court press.
Keeler with it. Now over to Steely. Good job, time to put it on. Ridley out with one of their best ball handlers. Steely being trapped right before the timeline. And a 10-second call. That one will go back to Lawrence County. Fourth turnover against the Lady Tigers. 22 seconds left in the frame. Clark, bounce pass into Scott. Scott now sets up the play. And finally gets it across the top. I was getting a little scared there. Scott dribbles, drives, kicks out to Pigg. She'll try corner three. Off the back iron. No, offensive rebound there, Emmy Clark. Then Clark goes up. Her shot, no. Cami Pigg comes up with the rebound. Clark shot at the buzzer. Hits it! Lawrence County not missing much in the first quarter. They lead this one 20-9 after the first quarter of play. Have to take a short break at the start of the second quarter when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Scott Primary Care, find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary Care by One Stop Medical at its best.
AJ Good.
Open the
Oh, I know. Back here at the Ralph Lawrence County, leading this one 20-9 after the first 8 minutes of play as we start up the second quarter. Cammie Pigg bounce pass into Criswell. Shot up, no. And the rebound comes in to Maggie Steely. Original starting lineup now in here for the Lady Cats. As Keeler sends it over to Steely. Now over to Blackman. Blackman hasn't really been active much so far in this game. Keeler with her at the right wing. Speaking of, they lob it down low to Blackman. Her shot is up and in. She's got 4, leads down the 9 at 22-11. J.C. Scott with it across the timeline. Guarded here closely by Keeler. Scott now over to Pigg. Pigg now to Scott straight away. Over to Carly Johnson. Johnson got the scoring going with the 3. Has it now near the top of the key. Swings over the left wing at Scott. Skip pass over to Clark. Now to Johnson. Fakes a 3. Drives. Pull-up jumper. Back iron, no. Rebound Blackman. Keeler with it here for the Lady Tigers as she'll bring it across the timeline. Steely with it here at the right wing. Now over to Keeler. It's Ridley waiting at the bench on the next step ball for the Lady Tigers. Bounce pass over to Blackman at the left wing. Now to Thomason. Swings over to Keeler. Keeler now to Hollingsworth. Fakes a 3, drives. Bounce pass out to Keeler. Drives to the baseline. Dribbles back out beyond the 3-point line. That's at the top of the key at the Lawrence County logo. Hands over to Thomason. Thomason picks up her dribble back to Keeler as at the top of the key. She'll drive into the paint and dribble back out. They'll reset up the play. Blackman's in the paint for a long time there. Thomason now over to Steely. Steely now hands out to Keeler. Keeler drives. Shot up. Blocked by Katie Criswell, but a foul is called.
Yeah, she was in the paint for a good 6-7 seconds.
Katie will pick up her first foul, just the team's second. A pair of free throws coming up for Kayla Keeler. Each side 2 of 2 from the line so far tonight. First shot for Keeler on its way. It rattles in. Steely will check out, and Ridley will check in for the Lady Tigers. Next shot on its way, and hits that one as well. She's got 4 points, leads down to 7 at 20-13. Scott with it across the timeline, now over to Johnson. Now to Cammie Pigg. Pigg picks up her dribble, now over to Criswell, swings over to Johnson. Now to Scott at the left wing, down low to Clark. Clark powers her way up, off the glass, no, rebound Ridley. Keeler with it here for the Lady Tigers. Hits it in now to Blackman. Blackman drives, pull-up jumper. And doesn't get the friendly bounce as Criswell comes up with the rebound. Katie with it across the timeline. Picks up her dribble. And hands over to Pigg. And then Pigg loses that one into the hands of Hollingsworth. Third turnover by the Lady Cats. Keeler quickly the other way to Ridley. Now over to Keeler straight away. Still man-to-man put on by the Lady Cats. Keeler. Tight defense put on here by the Lady Cats. Gets over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth down low to Blackman. Blackman shot up, no. Knocked out of bounds and will stay with Marshall County. Sadie Grace and Sophie Cole into the game. Cammie Pigg and Harley Johnson check out. Keeler lobs it in for Blackman, intercepted by Sadie Grace Cole. 5th turnover by Lady Tigers. Over to Criswell. Left-handed layup off the glass and in. Lady Cats extend the lead out to 9 at 22-13. 4:40 remaining here in the half. Keeler skip pass over to Hollingsworth across the timeline. Now out to Thomason, who kicks out the Keeler at the timeline. At the logo. Dribbles through traffic. Pull-up jumper. No. Rebound Criswell. Katie racing the other way through traffic. Now sets up the play. Thought about a three. Now gets over to Scott. Scott at the top of the key. Dribbles now to her left. Hands over to Cole. Now to Criswell straight away. To Sophie Cole at the left wing. Now to Sadie Grace straight away. Bounce pass over to Scott. It brings it out to the timeline. Resets the play. Bounce pass over to Cole. Sadie Grace Cole. Now out to Sophie Cole straight away. And a pass over to Scott here at the left wing. Drives to the low block on the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to Clark. And she's fouled by Blackman. She'll go to the line here to shoot 2. That's Demaya Blackman's first, team's third. Pair of free throws coming up for Emmy Clark. 3:51 remaining here in the half. First shot on its way, nothing but net. Checking in for the Lady Tigers. Campos coming in for Blackman. Next shot up and in by Emmy Clark. She's got 7 here to lead all scores. It's an 11-point lead. Ridley within, and unfortunately she's fouled there by Sadie Grace Cole. That will be her first, team's third. So each side with 3 team fouls here in the first half.
I'm liking this defense our girls have come out with.
Very aggressive. No wear and tear on those legs so far after that tough physical game last night. Keeler throws it in to Thomason in the corner. And that one's intercepted by Sadie Grace Cole. 6th turnover. Sophie Cole, long pass over to J.C. Scott, and then Ridley tips that one out of bounds and will stay with the Lady Cats. Adriana White checks in. Thomason will check out now for the Lady Tigers. And now Wendy Scott here is going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
At Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg, owner and broker Fred Webb is always working with his realtors to ensure they're ready for game day to score you the biggest win for your home or property. From being the best trained to knowing the land or home they're selling, the crew at your local United Country office is ready to give you their all. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, turn to Southern Tennessee Realty today and let them put their years of combined experience to work for you. Because everyone around here knows if Southern Tennessee Realty can find Bigfoot, they can find you a buyer.
Back at the Ralph, Lawrence County leading Marshall County 24-13, 3:28 remaining here in the first half. J.C. Scott takes it out in front of the Lady Tiger bench. And they get in to Sadie Grace Cole. Skip pass over to Emmy Clark at the left wing. Throws it down low to Criswell. Left-handed layup off the glass and in. Criswell with 8 to lead all scores. Their lead's out to 13, the largest of the game. Ridley dribbles. Bounce pass into Campos. Now out to Ridley. Ridley throws it down low to Campos. Shot up, no. Rebound Criswell. Katie's pulled him 5 boards so far tonight. She'll bring it across the timeline for Lawrence County. Now they'll set up the play. Over to Sophie Cole. Cole now to Scott. Scott picks up her dribble, back to Sophie Cole. Skip pass over to Clark. Now then Sadie Grace Cole in the left corner. Picks up her dribble, bounce pass into Criswell. Now kicks out to Sophie Cole. She'll try a 3 and hits the side iron and goes out of bounds. Peyton Morgan now comes into the game for the Lady Cats. Checking out is J.C. Scott. Lady Cats now 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. Ridley, skip pass over to Keeler. They throw it now to White. And this one's a skip pass to Ridley. She'll drive. Runner up. No. Rebound Clark. Coming the other way for the Lady Cats is Criswell. Drives. Shot blocked out of bounds and will stay with the Lady Cats. Blackman and Steely back into the game. Checking out is Campos and White. So their original starting lineup is in. Morgan takes it out to the left of the Lady Cat basket. Skip pass into Criswell. Now to Clark straight away. Now to Morgan. Morgan near the top of the key. Dribbles, drives, kicks out to Clark. Clark drives, has an open lane and tripped from behind. Foul on Blackman. She'll go to the line here to shoot two. Just unfortunate there. I don't think Blackman meant to do it. Just got her feet tangled up. And you got to call that. And that will send Clark to the line to shoot two. Lady Cats a perfect 4 of 4 from the line so far tonight. First shot on its way, nothing but net. Subs coming in. Campos and White again. Blackman and Keeler will check out. Harley Johnson will come in for Emmy Clark if she hits the second free throw. And nothing but net. She does. She's got 9 points. 28-13 is the lead here. Lawrence County perfect 6 of 6 from the line. Press put on. It's Ridley with it now over to Steely. Steely bounce pass over to Ridley. Ridley gets it across the timeline. She'll now drive. Shot up blocked by Criswell. Coming up with the rebound is Campos. Now over to Hollingsworth. She'll try to drive the baseline. Now brings it out to White. Now to Ridley. Ridley has it, the Lawrence County logo. Minute 30 here left in the opening half. Now to Steely. Steely drives to the low block. Dribbles back out beyond the three-point line. Now to Hollingsworth straight away. Over to Ridley at the left wing. Bounce pass into Campos. She'll drive. Run her up. And gets it in. Her first points, 28-15 is the lead. Criswell calls out the play. Hands over to Sophie Cole. 13-point Lady Cat lead here. Come up on the 1 minute mark left in the first half. Criswell at the free throw line. Drives, pull-up jumper. Rattles out. No, offensive rebound there by Peyton Morgan. And now we got an injured Tiger on the play. It looks like Ridley, and she is holding her left ankle. They'll come out to check on her. Looks to be here in a lot of pain. And while they tend to her, we'll take a short break here on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Marshauna Ridley gets up out of her own power, and she'll walk back to the locker room. Good sign there for the Lady Tigers. You don't want to see anybody get hurt at any time in a game. And
absolutely
she
not.
Seems to be okay as Keeler will come in for Ridley. Criswell lobs it in for Morgan. Morgan now lobs it down low to Criswell.
Oh, yeah.
Tough shot up, no. And a rebound comes into the hands of Keeler. She'll race the other way with it. And now it looks like another 2-3 zone by the Lady Cats. Under 40 seconds left. That pass is tipped. Stolen away by Sophie Cole. She'll drive. Right hand, a layup. No. Offensive rebound. And they call a foul from behind on Sadie Grace Cole. That will be her second. That's the team's fourth as Pig and Scott will check back in. Criswell will check out as well.
These Cole sisters are playing some tough defense up front.
Ridley with it across the timeline. Now over to Hollingsworth. Now to Ridley. Ridley now over to Steely at the left wing. Steely drives the baseline, loses that one out of bounds off her own foot. Back to Lawrence County. 8th turnover against the Tigers. 14.8 seconds remaining. Sophie Cole with it. 10 seconds left across the timeline. Cole drives to the right wing. 5 seconds now. It's Scott. She'll drive. Left-handed layup. No. Rebound, Peyton Morgan. And they call a foul on Peyton Morgan. They're going over the back. It's Peyton's first, team's fifth. 2 seconds left here in the half. Gets it into Keeler, and she will just walk it out for the rest of the first half after 16 minutes of play. It's all Lady Cats. They lead at 28-15. Take a few-minute break, and then we'll have the start of the second half. We return here on the X Sports Network.
Great food is just a
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
Now joined here at halftime by head boys coach Joe Wilson. Joe, you guys got a good win last night, but now you got to turn that off and get ready here again for another quick turnaround tonight.
Yeah, you don't have many games where you play back-to-back, but due to that game having to be moved, we did, and it's a big district game. I mean, it's going to decide pretty much who's second and who's third. If we win tonight, we're going to be second, and if we don't win tonight, then we could still tie. If we beat Spring Hill and Page beats Marshall Thursday, then it'd be a coin flip to see who's second and who's third. And we don't want to get back on the winning track here at home, and you just anytime you play, you want to win. So it's a big game, but it means a lot. Whether or not you get a bye into the district semis and into the region tournament or not.
Like you mentioned, it's a big game. It's a district game, but you're playing for that first round bye. You've talked about a lot how important those byes are in the district tournament, and you guys played well against them in their place, and you're hoping to do the same here again tonight.
Well, you certainly hope so, but they were missing. They got their post player back Friday night against Spring Hill, number 21. He had missed several games until he came back, and he'll make a difference. He's a good player. We just hope we can, play as well or better as we did over there, and hope for the same type of outcome. But again, all we can do is what we do, and we have our own destiny in our hands. Of course, so do they. So, it's just going to be a question of who's going to want it the most and who's willing to do whatever it takes to get the win, because it's going to be a tough game. None of the games in our district are easy, and this will certainly be one that will go right down to the wire, I imagine.
How big was last night for confidence for your guys after back-to-back overtime losses?
Well, anytime you can win, it's always good. And so getting the win last night was great. It doesn't change the fact that we still lost those 2 games, and 2 games that we feel like, we should have won, could have won, but there's nothing you can do about that. But anytime you can get a win, it certainly should give you confidence. Our guys need to understand that, we've had an outstanding year to this point. Nothing can take that away. And so we should have confidence. Confidence comes from demonstrated ability, and we've demonstrated the ability to win, to make shots and play good defense. So it's not a question of can we do it. The question is, will we do it? And that's also where faith comes in, because, not every day does the good Lord, you get what you feel like you want or maybe what you deserve. Thankfully, we don't get what we deserve. But, a lot of times we don't always get what we want, but it doesn't mean it's not out there for you to get it later. You still got to persevere, and you got to fight through, and that's what we're going to do tonight. There's going to be ups and downs, and we're going to have runs. They're going to have runs. We just got to make sure ours lasts a little bit longer and theirs doesn't last as long, and we're willing to do whatever it takes. It's, again, it's not what can you do, it's what will you do, and that's what's going to make the difference in the game tonight.
Coach, good luck tonight, and we're looking forward hopefully to another Wildcat win.
Well, and one more thing, I just like to, hope Kate is listening and watching with us. We miss him a lot. And I know it's tough on him not to be here for senior night and all, but we're thinking about him, and he's doing great things, and, he's an inspiration. If we can, play as inspired basketball as he has inspired, people, then we don't have anything to worry about. But he's a great young man, and just love him and just want to, give him a shout out.
Absolutely. Always thinking about Cade.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for stopping by, Coach.
Go Wildcats.
All right, coming up here in a few minutes will be the start of the second half here of the girls' game on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Renwright Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Renwright is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Renwright Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here at the Ralph, the Lady Cats leading Marshall County 28-15 at halftime. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Starting first with the Tigers, Maggie Steely with 5, Kayla Keeler, Demaya Blackman each with 4, and off the bench, Elena Campos with 2. For the Lady Cats, Emmy Clark with 9, Katie Criswell with 8, JC Scott 5, Harley Johnson 3, off the bench, Sophie Cole with 3. The Lady Cats 9-25 from the field, shot 36% from 3, 4 of 9 for 44%. Lady Tigers 5 of 15 from the field for 33%, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc for 50%. Each side was perfect from the line. Marshall County 4 of 4. The Lady Cats 6 of 6. At the hustle stats, Lawrence County forced 8 Marshall County turnovers with 6 points off of that. Marshall County forced 3 Lawrence County turnovers with 3 points after that. Marshall County 2 offensive rebounds, no second chance points. Lawrence County 5 offensive rebounds, 5 second chance points. And they kind of went back and forth to start things off there, Dusty, but right after that, Lawrence County turned it on, got the defense going, was able to take advantage of it.
That's what I like to see right there. Our girls come out on that man-to-man defense for the first couple of minutes, and they really showed that they wasn't tired from last night. Hey, I think we just put the pedal down and let's finish this one.
That's kind of the key I wanted to see coming out. Did they have fresh legs? What was their gas tank? What was it at? And it's not only at full. I mean, they click the gas thing. You know, when it clicks, says we can't take anymore. That's how much gas that they have, and still got plenty of energy. And they were pressing. They forced some turnovers off of that, so they came out as fresh as you can be after a very emotional win last night.
Absolutely, I'm proud of them tonight.
At this time, please direct your attention to north of the court as it's the principal, Mr. Willie Joyner's birthday. As now they're announcing Willie Joyner, the principal here in Lawrence County. It's his birthday today, so we'd like to wish him a happy birthday. And I think he's doing the fake cell phone thing where he doesn't want attention, so he walked out the door acting like now he puts the phone away. I saw that. Yeah, now the student section singing happy birthday to him. Even the bench, the coach is singing happy birthday to him, and nice little reaction there from the crowd. So some fun here to start things off. Marshall County will start off with the ball to start the second half. 13-point Lady Cat lead as we start the second half of play. Keeler back into the game. Good to see Marshauna Ridley coming back after that injury. Steely with it now to Keeler. Back to Steely at the left wing. Over to Keeler. Now to Ridley at the free throw line. Out to Hollingsworth. She'll try a three. Front iron, no. And the rebound comes into the hands of J.C. Scott. Scott across the timeline for the Lady Cats. Dribbles between her legs. Bounce pass over to Clark. Clark here guarded by Blackman. Now bounce pass over to Criswell near the top of the key. 2-3 zone. And more of a kind of like a matchup 2-3 zone. We saw Blackman at the top and then sank down below. Criswell picks up her dribble. Now to Clark in the low block. Clark left-handed tough runner off the glass and in. She's in the double figures with 11. Largest lead for either side. Lawrence County up 15. Pretty good take there.
It was a nice little move down low for Emmy.
Ridley now over to Steely. Now to Ridley straight away. Excuse me, that's Keeler. Keeler now to Ridley here at the left wing. Back to Keeler at the right wing. She'll drive. Long jumper. Off the front iron, no. And Blackman comes up with the rebound. Now out to Keeler. Bounce pass to Hollingsworth. Back to Keeler straight away. She'll drive in the paint. Now dribble back out. Third offensive rebound there. Ridley will try a three out the back iron. No. Rebound, Cammie Pigg. Pigg will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles. And now bounce pass out to Scott. Scott now to Criswell. Now kicks out to Johnson. She'll try a three. Gets it in. She's got 6 off from beyond the arc. Lead is extended out to 18. Lady Cats now 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. Stealing now to Keeler over to Hollingsworth at the left wing. Now to Blackman in the corner. Skip pass over to Steely at the left wing. Back to Ridley. Back to Keeler. She'll drive. Layup up. No. Rebound, Emmy Clark. Now to Katie Criswell. She races the other way. Drive. Layup up. No. Blocked out of bounds by Ridley. Scott takes it out to the left of the basket. And got it in quickly, and a 5-second call against the Lady Cats. Just their 4th turnover of the game and the first turnover of the second half for either side.
Those are always tough.
Had a couple issues with those last night. Had them fixed for the most part here as Keeler across the timeline over to Hollingsworth. Now to Keeler. Keeler now back to Hollingsworth, back to Keeler straight away. Now to Steely at the left wing, back to Keeler. Keeler now to Steeler. Back to Keeler. Keeler now to Blackman in the corner. She'll drive the baseline. Runner up. No. Rebound, Emmy Clark. Coming the other way, Scott. Now to Cammie Pigg in the corner for 3. Rattles in and out. Offensive rebound, Clark. And she's fouled from behind by Blackman. That's Damaya's 3rd. The team's first here of the second half. Fouls on number 11, Blackman. Clark has been perfect at the line so far tonight. 4 for 4. She's got 11 points to lead all scores. First shot on its way. Rolls in. Thomason checking into the game now here for the Lady Tigers. And checking out is Hollingsworth. .5:12 remaining here in the third. Next free throw from Clark. Gets a friendly bounce and in. Coming the other way with it is Keeler. Being pressed here by Pig. Gets it across the timeline. Dribbles out. And we get a foul here called. It's a little too rough on that one. That's going to go on Cammie Pig. That's her first, just the team's first of the second half. Almost 3 minutes in here to the third quarter. Steely taking it out in front of her bench, and Ridley in the corner tries to lob it for Blackman on the low block. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound, J.C. Scott. Scott the other way over to Harley Johnson. She'll try corner three. Back iron. No offensive rebound, Criswell. Then that shot is up. No. And it goes off of Emmy Clark and out of bounds.
Might have been deflected. It didn't hit anything.
4:45 remaining. It's a 20-point Lady Cat lead. Keeler taking her time, walks it across the timeline, now over to Steely. Steely back to Keeler at the Lawrence County logo. Bounce pass now to Ridley. Down low here to Blackman. Blackman spins, turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound, Katie Criswell. She races the other way in the paint. Pull-up jumper. Back iron, no. And a rebound comes into the hands of Steely. Keeler kicks out to Ridley. Now in the paint to Thomason. Thomason at the free throw line. Now out to Steely at the left wing. She'll drive to the low block. Her runner up. And still don't know. Yep, off a foul here against Emmy Clark, which will send Steely to the line to shoot two. Kind of a delayed call there, but Steely goes to the line. First free throw on its way, nothing but net. Whole host of subs coming in for both sides. Both Coles and Peyton Morgan. So you have Harley Johnson, Katie Criswell, and Cammie Pig checking out. Adriana White also into the game. Next free throw from Steely is nothing but net. Ridley checked out for the Lady Tigers. Steely leads all Lady Tigers with 7. And leads down to 18. Scott now to Emmy Clark. Tries to throw it down low to Peyton Morgan. And it's intercepted by Demaya Blackman. 5th turnover against the Lady Cats. Keeler walks it across the timeline. Now over to White. White now to Keeler. Over to Maggie Steely. Now to Blackman in the corner. She'll drive the baseline. Tough shot up. And a foul called here against Lawrence County.
She's second up.
It's going to go Peyton Morgan. That's her second. Team's third. Pair of free throws coming up here for Demaya Blackman. She's a little shaken up after that. Officials checking her out, making sure she's okay. She's probably needing a bit of a breather. First free throw from Blackman on its way, nothing but net. 3:38 remaining here in the third. Next shot, off the back iron, no. Rebound, Sophie Cole. It's the first free throw miss from either side in this one. Lawrence County 8 of 8, Marshall County 7 of 8. Bounce pass from Scott over to Clark here at the left wing. Clark drives, spins in the paint. Right-handed layup, no. And Curley calls a travel. 6th turnover against the Lady Cats.
I guess.
Keeler across the timeline, bounce pass over to White. Now to Keeler. 2-3 zone by the Lady Cats. White with it. In the corner to Blackman. Blackman skip pass over to Steely. Now to Keeler. Keeler back out to Steely. Steely dribbles out, hands over to Keeler at the top of the key. She dribbles to her right out to White. White now to Keeler. Over to Steely. And the Blackman. She'll try corner three. Knocks it down, nothing but net. She's got 8 and the lead's down to 14. Scott across the timeline. Over to Emmy Clark. Now to Cole. Now to Scott. Scott over to Sadie Grace Cole. Now to Sophie Cole. Over to Emmy Clark near the left corner. Dribbles out. Bounce pass to Scott. Now to Sadie Grace Cole near the right corner. Her pass is deflected into the hands of J.C. Scott. 2:25 remaining in the quarter. Now over to Morgan. Morgan out to Clark. Clark drives. Kicks out to Scott. Scott now back out to Clark. Now over to Scott. Here to Sophie Cole straight away. Now over to Emmy Clark at the right wing. And walked. She's trying to get to Peyton Morgan and just held on to a little bit too long. Katie Criswell now back into the game, and Emmy Clark will check out. 14-point Lady Cav lead, even 2 minutes left in the third. Keeler here walks it across the timeline over to Steele. Now to Keeler. Back to Steele. Back to Keeler. She'll drive. Loses that one, but regains possession. Back to Steele. Over to Keeler. Back to Steele at the left wing. Back to Keeler straight away. She'll dribble out near the Lawrence County logo. Still a 2-3 zone by the Lady Cats. Keeler drives, picks up her dribble, kicks out to Steele. Steele now will bring it to the top of the key. Over to Keeler again, who has at the Lawrence County logo. Now to Steele, over to Keeler. In the paint to Thomason, now kicks out to Steele. Now to Keeler, out to White. They've now milked a minute off the clock, trailing by 14. Now travel called against White.
I mean, I didn't understand that. I mean, they weren't even moving.
Nope. Coming in now for the Lady Tigers, it's Hollingsworth and Campos. Checking out is Steele and Blackman. Scott with it now. Walks across the timeline for Lawrence County. Dribbles to her right. Hands over to Sophie Cole. Cole now hands over to Criswell. Drives. Bounce pass here to Peyton Morgan. Left-hander off the glass and in. 8 points now off of 9 Marshall County turnovers. Leads out to 16. And now to Hollingsworth. Over to Keeler. Keeler now over to Hollingsworth. Over to White, and White traveled. 27.5 seconds left. Their 10th turnover of the game. Scott across the timeline with it for Lawrence County. Over to Cole. Now to Criswell. Over to Scott. Scott now to Cole. Over to Scott. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Scott bounce pass now to Peyton Morgan. Morgan drives. Kicks here to Sophie Cole in the corner for three. Front iron, no. Rebound. Won by Thomason, and that will end the third quarter. It's been all Lawrence County in this one. They lead at 37-21 after 3 quarters of play. Well, the start of the fourth quarter. We return here on the X Sports Network.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff, over 25, that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
I'm Mike Keith. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back at the Ralph, Lawrence County leading Marshall County 37-21. Here's we start the fourth quarter. Lady Cats have the ball. Katie Criswell with it. Drives. Hands over to Cami Pigg. Bounce pass out to Emmy Clark. Clark spins. Loses that one. Regains possession. Skip pass over to Harley Johnson. She'll try corner 3. Back iron, no. And it's knocked out of bounds and will stay with the Lady Cats. Cami Pigg lobs it into Katie Criswell. Criswell now down low to a wide open Peyton Morgan. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound and gets fouled. That will go on the Lady Tigers. White, that's her first, team second. Now timeout here will be called by David Steely from Marshall County. Will be a full timeout. Take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Tired of driving into the city every time you need appliances, furniture, or heck, just about anything? Next time, stay local and come to Swap and Shop Center. We have everything you want, from computers to furniture, major appliances, lawn and garden tools, electronics, you name it. Our #1 goal is to get you the items you need at a price you can afford. We even offer 120 days same as cash financing. We won't be undersold. We specialize in service after the sale. We pick up where everyone else leaves off. Swap and Shop Center, family owned and operated in Lawrenceburg for over 61 years.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store.
Back at the Ralph, Lady Cats leading by 16. Emmy Clark throws it down low to Criswell. And we're going to get a offensive foul called against Orange County. And they said Katie hooked her. Right? That's the first one I'm going to disagree with. It's kind of hard to hook somebody when your hands are above your head catching the ball, but don't let the expert down there fool you. And then an interception on the other end by Criswell.
Hooking in basketball.
In the corner to Cami Pigg for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound by Adriana White. Here with it now is Steely. Steely drives. And now kicks out to Hollingsworth. And that one's knocked out of bounds and will stay with the Lady Cats. Sub coming in will be Demaya Blackman. Checking out will be Campos. Steely take it out in front of her own basket. No one's yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Keeler with it. Here comes a double team by the Lady Cats. Tipped and knocked into the hands of Cami Pigg. 12th turnover by the Lady Tigers. Across the timeline with it is Criswell. Dribbles at the top of the key over to Pigg at the left wing. Now to Johnson straight away. Over to Clark here at the right wing. Clark bounces out. Now to Johnson. Johnson now to Clark straight away. Fakes a 3. Throws it over to Pigg. Bounce pass into Criswell on the low block. Tough shot up, no. Rebound to Keeler. Keeler with it the other way. Drives. Now kicks into Hollingsworth in the corner. She'll drive the baseline. Now kicks out the White. Throws over to Keeler straight away. 5:45 remaining in the game. Keeler bounce pass into Blackman. Somehow caught that. She now dribbles at the top. The key picks up her dribble. Hands over to Keeler. Keeler now dribbling to her left. Precious time continuing to come off here as Keeler's pull-up jumper is off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Criswell coming the other way. Katie drives to the low block. Turnaround jumper up and in. She's in the double figures with 10. Lead is now out to 18 to 39-21. I'm guessing they called that Blackman 3 a 2. It looked like a 3 from here, so it's It's 39-20 on the scoreboard. We'll just go with that. It's a 19-point lead. Keeler now to White. Here to Blackman in the corner. Skip pass over to Steely. She'll try a three. Back iron, no. Rebound, Peyton Morgan. Morgan now hands over to Criswell. Katie drives, picks up her dribble. Tries to throw it down low to Clark, and Pig picks up the tip pass now out to Criswell. Now over to Harley Johnson. Gets a screen, bounce pass into Morgan. Now bounce pass to Clark off of her hands. Can't be saved, out of bounds. That will go to Lady Tigers. Scott and Sadie Grace Cole back into the game. Morgan and Cammie Pig will check out. Thomason, Campos check in. We got White and Steely checking out.
Marshall County just is not getting in any kind of hurry.
They are not. Hollingsworth with her at the left wing. Now to Campos. Stolen away here by Sadie Grace Cole. 13th turnover by Lady Tigers. Scott with in transition. Drives. Dishes out here to Criswell. Now back out to Scott near the top of the key. Hands out to Criswell. She'll drive. Pull-up jumper. Back iron. No. Off the top of the backboard. Rebound Blackman. Keeler with it across the timeline. Bounce pass over to Hollingsworth, and that one's almost intercepted by Cole.
Oh, come on.
Keeler gets fouled there trying to save it, even though it didn't look like any contact happened. Sadie Grace Cole's third, team's fifth. Didn't look like there was any contact. I guess they're just bailing her out for falling down. Now over to Hollingsworth. The Blackman in the corner. Blackman drives the baseline. Pass tipped into the hands of J.C. Scott. Another steal. Scott the other way. Here to Johnson. Transition three. Nothing but net. She's got 9 all from beyond the arc. Now make that 11 points off of 14 Lady Tiger turnovers. Largest lead of the game, 42-20. 3:05 remaining. Campos kicks out to Thomason. Now to Keeler. Now to Hollingsworth, here to Keeler. She'll drive, loses it, regains possession now out to Blackman. She'll drive, runner up. No, rebound, Criswell. Katie lobs it to Johnson in the corner. She'll try another three, no. Offensive rebound, J.C. Scott off the glass and in. Timeout here called by Lawrence County. Going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
This is the X Sports Network.
Lawrence County with their largest lead of the game at 24 with 2:40 remaining. The subs now in for the Lady Cats. You got Sophie Cole, Lainey K. King, Cambry Tennant, Kelsey Frazier, and Emily Jacob. Blackman on the low block. Her shot is up and in. She's got 9 to lead the Lady Tigers. Lead is cut to 22. Sophie Cole with it across the timeline. Drives to her right, hands over to Frazier. Frazier now in the Jaco. Jaco drives, and she's tripped up there by Campos. That's her first, team's third. 2:16 remaining in the game. Tennant will take it out to the right of the basket. They set up the play. And lobs it in for Sophie Cole. Cole now to Tennant at the right wing. Kicks out to Cole. Swings over to King. Now to Frazier in the corner. Bounce pass into Jaco. Stolen away by Blackman. 10th turnover by the Lady Cats. 7 of which coming in the second half. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Blackman. She'll try a three. Front iron, no. Rebound, Thomason. Now to Campos in the paint. That shot's up. No good. Rebound, Sophie Cole. She comes the other way. Now here to King in the corner for three. No. Rebound, Blackman. Now we have just a sub timeout here as Steely will check back in. Checking out is Thomason. Minute 41 left. A 44-22 Lawrence County lead. Keeler here will walk it across the timeline for the Lady Tigers. Over to Hollingsworth, now to Keeler straight away, to Steely at the left wing, to Blackman in the corner, and to Campos. Shot up, no. Rebound King. King comes the other way for the Lady Cats. Now over to Frazier, to Tennant in the corner. Picks up her dribble, lobs over to King straight away. Now to Sophie Cole at the right wing. Cole dribbles to the top of the key, sets up the play, hands over to Tennant. Tennant now to King. And then King gets called for the travel. And I believe our men in white and black have met their travel quota for the game. They now get the free Slurpee at Speedway. Not a sponsor, because Campos has. And now a foul comes. That's on Jaco. That's her first, team 6. 47.7 seconds remaining here in the game. Passing to Hollingsworth, thought about a three, now drives, bounce pass to Campos, but misses, and Jaco comes up with it. Now Sophie Cole racing the other way as Frazier wide open, left-handed layup up and in. Her first points, leads back out to 24, 46-22, 40 seconds left. Keeler, and loses that one out of bounds. White checks back in for the Tigers. Checking out will be Hollingsworth. Steely gets it into Keeler. Keeler dribbles through traffic, kicks out to Steely. She'll try a deep three. Rattles home. She's in the double figures with 10, leads down to 21 with 20 seconds left. Cole with it across the timeline. Dribbles to her left, drives, kicks the Tennant. She'll try corner three. Back iron, no. And Blackman knocks it out of bounds and will stay with the Lady Cats. Tennant into Cole. Cole, pull-up jumper. Off the back iron, no. Knocked out of bounds and will stay with the Lady Cats. Tennant wads it into Jaco. 5 seconds left now to Frazier. Frazier out to Tennant. Here to Cole. Three at the buzzer. And doesn't get the friendly bounce, and that will end the game. So Lawrence County improves to 19-6 overall, 6-3 within the district. The 46-25 win over Marshall County. Lady Tigers drop to 12-11 overall, 1-8 within the district. Final thoughts here on the game tonight, Dusty Kaiser.
Well, the girls come out, play defense. We got a big win now. We just like we talked about earlier, we got to let the ball fall where it falls and see what happens.
So coming up next for the Lady Cats, big game at Spring Hill. That will be on Thursday at Spring Hill as they try to win all three. Take a short break here in about 15 minutes. We'll have the start of the boys game. That's coming up next on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.